Throughout history, human beings have sought answers to life's mysteries within the lines of their palms and the whorls of their fingertips. Among these subtle codes etched by nature, there is one pattern found on the thumb that has sparked curiosity and wonder for generations: the spiral or whorl fingerprint. For those who bear this unique print, particularly on the thumb, ancient traditions and modern interpretations alike suggest a connection to profound spiritual abilities and heightened intuition. Imagine looking at your thumb and noticing a distinct spiral, unbroken, flowing inward or outward like the gentle swirl of a galaxy. This is not just a random mark. In the language of dermatoglyphics, the scientific study of fingerprints, this pattern is called a whorl. While arches and loops are more common, whorls are rarer, especially pronounced on the thumb. In Eastern philosophies, mystics and sages believed that such a mark signified a lin kan rutman, a powerful spiritual root. But what does it mean to possess such a mark? Is it merely a coincidence, or does it truly indicate spiritual depth and a connection to realms beyond the ordinary? Let's journey together through the world of special fingerprints, uncovering their meanings, cultural significance, and the extraordinary qualities often attributed to those who possess them. From the earliest days of civilization, fingerprints have been seen not only as tools for identification, but as maps to the soul's journey. In ancient China, palmists would examine the hands of newborns, believing that certain marks foretold a destiny filled with insight, wisdom, or even supernatural abilities. The whorl on the thumb, especially when it is clear and centered, was considered a rare sign, a gateway to heightened perception. This tradition is not limited to the East. Indigenous cultures in India, Persia, and the Middle East also paid attention to fingerprints, viewing them as signs from the divine. In the West, the fascination grew with the birth of modern palmistry and psychology. Scientists began to study the connection between unique fingerprint patterns and personality traits, seeking to understand whether these ancient beliefs held any truth. Let us focus now on the spiral or whorl pattern on the thumb. In spiritual circles, this is often referred to as the divine eye, a window to intuition, creativity, and psychic awareness. Those with this mark are said to be jakngo tu nya, awakened from a young age, possessing a sensitivity to the unseen world that goes beyond the ordinary. They may recall vivid dreams, sense the emotions of others, or experience moments of inspiration that feel as if they come from another realm. But what is the science behind this? Fingerprints are formed while we are still in the womb, shaped by genetics, the environment, and subtle forces we do not yet fully understand. No two fingerprints are exactly alike, not even among identical twins. The spiral on the thumb is a statistical rarity, found in a small percentage of the population. Studies have suggested that those with whorl patterns may display greater independence, analytical thinking, and creativity. Is it any wonder, then, that ancient wisdom linked this mark to spiritual gifts? It's important to note that having a whorl on the thumb is not a guarantee of psychic powers or mystical abilities. Rather, it is seen as an indicator, a signpost on the path of self-discovery. Those who possess this mark often feel different from an early age, sensing that they do not fit into the mold of ordinary life. They may be drawn to questions of meaning, purpose, and the mysteries of existence, seeking answers that others overlook. This sense of being không phải người bình thường, not an ordinary person, can be both a blessing and a challenge. On one hand, it opens the door to profound insight, creativity, and empathy. On the other, it can lead to feelings of isolation or misunderstanding, as the world does not always recognize or value these subtle gifts. Yet, throughout history, many of those who have changed the world, artists, inventors, philosophers, and healers, have felt this same sense of being different, guided by an inner compass invisible to others. So, how can you recognize if you have this special fingerprint? Look closely at your thumb. If you see a clear spiral with the ridges forming concentric circles or an inward swirl, you may possess the whorl. Sometimes the pattern is double-layered, forming a chong lop, a stacked or layered effect that is even rarer. Each variation has its own meaning in traditional lore. For those who bear this mark, what can you do to nurture and develop your spiritual gifts? The first step is self-acceptance. Recognize that your sensitivity and intuition are strengths, not weaknesses. Many people with strong lineage describe feeling things deeply, the joys and sorrows of life, the moods of those around them, and even energies that cannot be explained by reason alone. Rather than shutting down or hiding these abilities, embrace them as part of your unique path. Meditation is one of the most powerful tools for those with strong spiritual roots. By quieting the mind and tuning into the inner world, you can develop greater clarity, discernment, and peace. Practices like mindfulness, breathwork, or sitting in silence can help you access the wisdom that lies within. Many with the whirl pattern find that they have vivid dreams, flashes of inspiration, or moments of knowing that come seemingly from nowhere. Keep a journal to record these experiences. They may hold clues to your purpose and calling. In addition to meditation, spending time in nature can help to balance and ground your energy. The natural world is filled with subtle vibrations that nurture the spirit and help us reconnect with our true selves. Walk barefoot on the earth, listen to the wind in the trees, and allow yourself to feel the rhythms of life. Many spiritual traditions teach that the earth itself is a living being, and those with strong lineage are often especially attuned to its messages. Community is also vital. While it can be tempting to withdraw from the world, it is important to find others who understand and share your journey. Seek out groups or circles where you can explore your experiences without fear of judgment. Whether through meditation groups, spiritual workshops, or online communities, connection with like-minded souls can provide support, validation, and encouragement. For parents with children who have these unique fingerprints, pay attention to their sensitivities and gifts. Such children may be highly imaginative, empathetic, or prone to vivid dreams and insights. They may feel overwhelmed in crowded or noisy environments, or react strongly to emotional conflicts. Nurture their abilities with gentle guidance, creative activities, and reassurance that their gifts are valued. Teach them grounding techniques and encourage open communication about their feelings and experiences. It is also essential to cultivate discernment. Not every impression or intuition is a message from the spirit world. Learn to distinguish between true guidance and the noise of the mind. This comes with practice, humility, and a willingness to question your own perceptions. Trust your instincts, but also seek wisdom from trusted mentors, spiritual teachers, or elders who have walked the path before you. For those interested in deepening their knowledge, study the spiritual traditions that speak to your heart. Whether it is Buddhism, Taoism, Hinduism, indigenous wisdom, or contemporary teachings, there is a vast ocean of knowledge waiting to be explored. Many traditions offer guidance on awakening intuition, developing spiritual gifts, and living in harmony with the greater whole. It is said that those with strong lineage are called to serve others, to be healers, guides, or simply sources of compassion and understanding in a world that often feels chaotic and disconnected. You do not need to become a guru or mystic to fulfill this calling. Sometimes the greatest impact comes from simple acts of kindness, a listening ear, or a gentle presence that brings comfort to those in need. Above all, remember that your fingerprint is a symbol, a reminder that you are unique, with a path and purpose all your own. Whether you choose to explore your spiritual gifts or simply live with greater awareness, the mark on your thumb is an invitation to embrace your true self. As we reflect on the mysteries of the human hand, let us honor the ancient wisdom that sees beauty and meaning in every line, every swirl, every mark. The spiral on your thumb is a story written by nature, a legacy passed down through generations, and a reminder that beneath the surface of everyday life lies a world of wonder, waiting to be discovered. If you find yourself drawn to the mysteries of the universe, sensing that you are know that you are not alone. Across cultures and continents, others have walked this path before you, guided by the same inner light. Trust your journey, nurture your gifts, and remember that the world needs the wisdom and compassion that only you can bring. For those who wish to share their experiences or connect with others on a similar path, consider joining online forums or local gatherings focused on mindfulness, spirituality, or personal growth. These communities can provide valuable insights, inspiration, and a sense of belonging. In conclusion, the whorl fingerprint on the thumb is more than a physical trait. It is a symbol of potential, a signpost pointing toward a life of deeper awareness and purpose. Whether you choose to see it as evidence of a strong spiritual root, a marker of individuality, or simply a fascinating quirk of biology, may it inspire you to look within, honor your uniqueness, and live with greater intention. The universe is vast, and its mysteries are infinite. Your journey, marked by the spiral on your thumb, is a precious part of that cosmic dance. Embrace it fully, and let your inner light shine.